So, just a couple of weeks ago, I went on a cut, and it was actually one of the first times I went on a proper, serious cut. And I've lost a lot of fat. Yes, I did. I didn't lose any muscle mass. And surprisingly, bro, I got stronger in the gym. Yes, you've heard me right. I went on a cut, which means I went on a caloric deficit, and I have made progress in the gym, and I generally go stronger in the gym because I know a lot of people, every time they go on a cut, they always say, oh my god, my strength is not like I used to be. I'm just going to stay on this cut for like a week and then I'm going to go back, and to eating like shit because I just lost so much strength. And bro, in my case, I didn't lose any strength. Seriously, I was actually quite surprised because when I went and did my overhead dumbbell press, I realized that I've generally gained I realized that I got better at all of this list. For example, my incline dumbbell press increased, my overhead shoulder press increased, bicep curls I curled more than I did before. Literally, bro, all of my lifts increased, and I've been on a cut. I've been on a caloric deficit, which means I burn more calories than I've consumed. And it doesn't really make sense, but it does, because I'm going to tell you exactly how I managed to increase my strength, not even to maintain my strength, but generally, bro, increase my strength whilst being on a caloric deficit. And let me just get straight to the point. The reason why I did not lose any strength whilst being on a cut is because I went on a carbs maxing diet, which means that I didn't cut out any carbs, okay, because I thought they were going to make me fat. Because I know a lot of people nowadays say that, oh my god, guys, don't eat carbs because carbs make you fat. The reason why a lot of people say that is because carbs retain water. Okay, so when you go on a low carb diet, after like a couple of days, of course you're gonna lose a lot of weight, but that is water weight. It's not real fat. You know what I'm trying to say? And this is why a lot of people hate on carbs, because every time they go on a keto diet, which is a low carb diet, they automatically assume that they've lost so much like weight. And yeah, bro, you did lose weight. It was the water weight. It wasn't actual fat. Okay, it wasn't actual belly fat. But anyway, guys, the reason why I didn't lose strength is because I kept eating carbs. Generally, bro, I started eating actually more carbs than I did before. Okay. This is the exact reason why I did not lose any strength. I actually gained more strength than I did before. It's because I didn't cut out all my carbs. If you are on a cut, if you decided to finally go on a cut because lean is low, the number one thing that you need to understand is that if you cut out carbs, you're fucked. Okay? If you generally cut out carbs because you think they're gonna make you fat, because you're a little bitch, no, carbs do not make you fat. As I said before, carbs retain water, okay? Guys, understand, carbs are your main source of energy. You need carbs in order to push hard in the gym, okay? And how do we push hard in the gym? How do we gain fucking strength in the gym? By eating carbs prior to our weightlifting session, okay? So before you go to the gym, make sure that you have a lot of carbohydrates. Why? Because that's gonna allow you to push hard in the gym. And bro, trust me, you can be in a caloric deficit and still have plenty of carbs, okay? My go-to lunch, okay, my go-to meal 3 hours before I go to the gym is 200 grams of pasta and 1 can of tuna. And that is exactly about 400 calories, okay? That is around 400 calories, 420 calories. Sorry, 428 calories if I must be precise. And I'm telling you, bro, that it's the best pre-workout meal that you can have, especially if you have that like 3 hours before you go to the gym. Make sure that you have a massive bowl of pasta, because carbs are generally your main source of energy, bro. That's exactly what allowed me to increase my strength whilst being on a cut. And bro, it's kind of crazy because every time I hear people saying, oh my god, my strength generally halved since I've been on a cut, I can't do this anymore. And guys, like, I've been on a cut, which means I've been on a caloric deficit. I have lost belly fat. I've lost some fat rolls. Okay. I decreased my body fat percentage and I've gained strength. Why? Because I had energies. And where did I possibly gain that energy? From eating carbohydrates. So make sure that you have carbs before you go to the gym. And one more thing that I want to say is that a lot of people, every time they go on a cut, they generally you guys are so stupid because you generally shock your body into going on a crazy cut. Like, I've known people that go on 1,200 calories cut, 1,500 calories cut. Bro, I was on 2.5k cut, okay? And you might ask yourself, bro, like, why were you eating so much? Because, bro, I was burning a lot. I was doing cardio 3 times a week. I was training 5 times a week. I was walking everywhere I go. But, bro, where do you think I got the energy to do all of that stuff, which allowed me to burn a lot of calories? By eating carbohydrates. Simple as that. Okay. So back to the point back to what I was saying before, is that a lot of people go on a crazy cut. And of course you're gonna lose strength, bro, because you don't know how to cut. You generally do not know how to cut. You fucking have Coke Zero. All of you motherfuckers say, oh yeah, bro, carbs are bad, but then go and have Diet Coke, go and drink Coke Zeros. All these sugary fucking drinks, which generally, like, they spike your insulin levels and they make you eat more and more and more. Like, guys, are you retarded? People nowadays, people go on a cut and they cut out carbs, but they still fucking drink energy drinks and fucking Coke Zeros and Diet Cokes. I'm telling you guys, those people don't know nothing about dieting. So please, guys, make sure that, especially because you're going on a cut, so especially because you're gonna have less energy, less calories than you did before, especially because of that, you need to up your carbohydrates, okay? And I've made a full course on how to build an aesthetic physique. I made a full course on how to bulk. I made a full course on generally how to build an aesthetic physique by cutting as well. So go and buy all of that. It's generally £47 for all of that shit. And I also offer one-on-one coaching. So DM me on Instagram if you generally want to actually transform yourself. And ask me literally any questions for any topics. But yeah, guys, so as I said, the reason why a lot of people lose strength when they're gonna cut is not necessarily because, you know, they go on a strict diet, also because of that, but it's also because you guys cut out carbs, okay? You need to up your carbs when you got a cut, okay? Make sure that, please guys, this is very, very important, and this is exactly what allowed me to gain strength whilst cutting.